Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. I need to get better. I need to be better when it comes to patience, when it comes to not pressing Control Alternate Delete or Control C. I need to get better at not pushing the button. And I'm not talking about the I believe button, because sometimes it's just my imagination running away with me. It's just my imagination running away with me. Bird-like voice. But yeah, just hold that thought and I'll come back to that. I will, because I really need to. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance, even though it's different from what you're used to, even though it's something that's unique in its own right. You give me the opportunity. That's all I can ask for. That's all I ever want, was a chance, an opportunity to do what I do. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to beg and plead and cry, but I will ponder and stay up late at night, becoming a night owl, which is dangerous, trying to figure out what it is. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, it feels like every single day. It's not every single day. It just feels that way because we have a special bond. We don't know what to call it. We don't have a name for it, but that's okay. We don't judge here. All we do is share. All we do is care. All we do is share and care, but we don't share and care everything. Not everything. We have our limits. We have our limits. But sometime in the distant future, once we know what to call this, once we figure out what it is, once we can retroactively go back and say it will or it was this the entire time. Until then, we're just gonna keep it moving. Until then, we just going to know what it feels like, what it be like, how unique and special it is, because it is so deep that even the best of us can communicate non-verbal. And that's a shout out. That's an SO to my non-verbal communicating peeps. I don't have to comment. I don't have to say a word. I don't have to say a thing, because we communicate non-verbally. We communicate non-verbal, but this is for everyone else. This is for everyone else to know that there's levels to this. This is for everyone else to know that that is the end game, to become non-verbal, to pick up on the context clues, to just understand, because understanding is what happens in these situations and occasions. Now, with all of that being said, I need to develop some patience. I need to develop another mechanism to help me not push the button. I don't need to push the button all the time. And I can admit, and I must admit, it's not like I'm just wildly, uncontrollably pushing the button just to push the button. It's a slow build up. And it's so slow of a build up. I understand and I know what's happening when it's about to take place, but it's like I have no other options left, or I assume I have no other options left. That's why I gave you the bird-like voice at the beginning with my imagination, because it's my creative mind that's free flowing. It's so wide open that you can say that my brain is falling out. And I'm left-handed, by the way. So when you mix all of those things in together, I do need some bells and whistles to help me not go too far. I do need something where I can gauge and be like, oh, okay, a little bit too far. Rein it in a little bit too far. Pull it back a little bit too far. You shouldn't go this far. You shouldn't go full. You shouldn't go full. And that's fill in the blank. This is a family show. This is a family program. I usually give you multiple choice. I usually provide answers for you. Here, I'm just going to say, fill in the blank. You don't go full, fill in the blank. Whatever works for you, it works for you. But you just don't go full. You just don't go full. And sometimes I go full. Sometimes I go all in. And when I realize my faux pas, or when I realize my mistake, when I realize my misstep, it's too late. Because there is no going back to the future. I'm not going to use the time machine for something trivial. I'm not going to use the time machine for something minor. But I'm not confirming that I do have a time machine, by the way. So future peeps that's tracking this, future peeps that's consuming, future peeps that have an insight, I'm not saying that that's what I do. It's a suggestion. It's like make believe. And let's leave it at make believe, because that's what it is. It's not like I'm going to go and try to rewrite history, because I can't. 1 and 2, it's just not worth it. And 3, I'll just use that as an L, and I'll hold the L and I'll learn from it. And me learning from the latest situation is me understanding that I need something to be able to rein me in and pull me in when I'm going down the slow motion road of blow everything up. Blow everything up. And see, I'm going to get into detail. I'm going to go in a little bit further forward so you can really and truly understand what I'm saying. Because we protect the guilty in the game unless the guilty is me. I usually give stuff time to breathe unless it's something that needs to be said ASAP. And this is something that needs to be said ASAP. And that's soon as possible. That is soon as possible. No, I'm not like the youngins. I'm not like the generation that's rewriting everything and saying this is new or making stuff harder because why not? I need to be able to communicate and get my point across efficiently. I ain't looking for attention. Don't need it. So the thing is, I really need to get some patience and build up mechanisms to help me not go too far. Because this occasion that I speak of, this occasion that I drove a little bit too far down the rabbit hole, and and that's the he and not the ha. You shouldn't go chasing anybody's down their rabbit hole, but this is important. And I'm gonna say hold up right here, and I'm gonna continue going down the rabbit hole, but I'll put it in Vince's notes when I come out so you can understand it a little bit more. But fooled you, because that's what I've been doing. I've been putting it in Vince's notes for you while I went down the rabbit hole. Now I'm back out of the rabbit hole, and now let me explain to you. And that's the you plural. That is the you plural. Basically, and yes, I said basically again, or I could have said something else, but basically feels right. And I'm going with gut feeling on here. I am going with gut feeling. I was making something. I was creating something. I was doing what it do. I was in my zone. I was in one of my happy places. I was feeling A-okay, but I wasn't all there. And what I mean, I wasn't all there. I was in super, yes, duper creative mode. and I was in super duper creative mode. There's a few senses like common that's to me that somehow get mucked about. It gets mucked about, and it takes a little bit longer for me to understand or realize what's happened. Hopefully it's not something that's irreversible. Hopefully it's something that I can fix. This one occasion that I speak of that I need to send out warning shots was a situation that I could not fix. I was doing what it do. I was editing. I was in the creative zone, making sure that I got good content. And for whatever reason, it seemed like it was coming up short. My program was cutting my video off by 5 seconds. My program was cutting my video off by 5 seconds. So I was doing everything. I was getting the video again and trying to put it through the program again. That didn't work. Got a different version of the video, put it through the program. That didn't work. I tried all possibilities that I thought of, but I was assuming that the input to begin with was good. And you know what they say, when you assume, it's all about me. It is all about me. And I shouldn't have had it all about me. I should have thought a little bit outside the box. I should have thought a little deeper. My linear thoughts and processes should have been firing like a well-pistoned machine. But that wasn't the case. Because creative mode, I lose some things, and I lost sense that was common. Because sense that was common would tell me, bad in, bad out. It doesn't matter what you do in between. If it comes in bad, it's always gonna be bad. And that's step one. That's step 1B. Step 1A is to make sure that there's power. Make sure there's power going to whatever you're utilizing. That's step 1A. Step 1B is making sure that whatever you're about to utilize with that power is good to begin with. Unless you're working backwards. Then you can start off with bad, because bad is going to turn to good. And you in a situation where you are fixing. But I wasn't in a situation I was fixing. I wanted to go the other way. I wanted to make something good better. But to my detriment, I was making something bad not good, because it was bad to begin with. Bad in, bad out. And I'm sitting there, I done went through every single thing that I can think of. I done tried every single thing with this video. I tried making I didn't try making a new video. I tried it doing everything that I possibly could to try to figure out when I put this in, this program, it cuts off 5 seconds. I need those 5 seconds. Little did I know, and I'm going to get to that. So you just hold that thought. Little did I know that wasn't the problem. That was the problem. The problem was something completely different. And so I just started. I started going down a rough path, and not but rough path. And I can see it slowly building up. It was like when you roll a ball of snow down a hill, and it's just getting bigger and it's just getting bigger. Picture that in your mind. But instead of it ever picking up speed and going really fast, it was just going at a normal speed. So I can see this thing building up, going slow, building up. And I'm just sitting there looking at it and not moving. So, okay. I see what's coming. I could move. I could dodge. I could duck. I can do just about anything because there's time to do it. But I just stood there and just took some water and a baseball bat and just swung away, because I just exploded it. I just blew it up. What I mean by blew it up, I thought it was that program that I was using to make it better. So I just deleted everything off that program and started from ground zero. I deleted everything off that program to start over again. And it wasn't until then, or it wasn't until I tried to do what I've been doing And the solution wasn't the solution. In fact, it didn't cause me more problems. It set me back even further because now I have to go and redo and re-put a lot of the stuff that I had programmed on the program. One, two, all of the stuff and content that I had saved up on the program ain't saved up on the program anymore because I blew it up. I took all the stuff off. I hard deleted everything to try to fix this one minor problem. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face, but you only got one face to work with and only one nose. I know, right? I know. And it wasn't until then I realized, let me go back to the original video and see the length of that and see what that was working with. And then that's when I found out that the original video was 2+ minutes longer. So the original program to get to the next step was the bad apple, was the bad seed. And so when I realized that, I just reprocessed that information and reprocessed that content. And then it came out good and it came out right. And then I put it through what I destroyed and blew up, and everything came out proper and right and correct. And that left me thinking that I just blew up the world when all I had to do was turn on a light. Yeah. And that's why I come to the conclusion after taking that huge L and having no nose on my face that I need to put in mechanisms that I don't go from 0 to 100 in about 2 hours. That I actually need to have bells and whistles, have some kind of alarm system to get me out of creative mode and put me into thinking mode, because I can't take too many more all out destructions when it's something as simple as making sure that it's good to begin with instead of deleting programs and material. What a concept. What an idea. What an idea. Thank you for listening to my hardship. Yeah, first world problems. Cry me a river. That's what you're saying to me. I get it. I understand. But thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the website, Xtra, VDGsports.com. Xtra, VDGsports.com. There's a YouTube. There is. There's 2 YouTubes. You like sports, you want sports, VDG Sports. You want more extra. Everything isn't there yet, but it's getting there slowly but surely because it's brand new. It's the new. And it's because it's what you wished. It's what you wanted. You want to separate the two. The two are being separated. And everything is making people happy. And I don't have to do my happy dance and I don't have to sing to make folks happy. So we're going to go with that. And that is Xtra VDG. That's the YouTube for Xtra VDG. Xtra VDG. There you have it. Noob that's still here, that endured, that shared this experience, shared this pain with me and the rest of us. You're one of us now. All you have to do is come back. The door's open. You're welcome. You are welcome in anytime. I'm not being condescending or anything like that. Not me. Regs, I'm not going to give it to you. Don't even think about it. Don't even try. Don't even get mad. Just say goodbye.